Welcome everybody back to the channel. We're back in the garage again today. We're going to do a review video today, but I want to let you know that I did get back out on the water this past weekend, and it was rough. It was very rough. I think I spent a little bit over 4 hours on the water. I didn't catch a fish. I didn't see a fish. Didn't feel a fish. So it was really, really, really rough. But it's been a while since I've been on the water. And I guess it didn't help any that I went to a place that I never fished before. I went to the southern part of Lake Kiowee that I've never fished before, and I guess I jinxed myself. I should have went to a lake or area of that lake that I fished before and had luck in. But I tried a new place, so that's probably got a lot to do with why I didn't catch anything. But yeah, today I want to do a review. It's been a few months now since I did this DIY little upgrade of mine to my Pelican bass radar, and I just wanted to take a moment today and just kind of like do a review video for y'all. So we're gonna get over there to the boat, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do a review on. Okay, today's review is gonna be all about the location of my Garmin fish finder. A few months ago, I switched it from having it on the side of the boat, which was actually right here. Y'all probably can't see it, but I had it right here on the side of the boat, and I decided to change it back to, put it in the middle right here and keep it to the point where, if I'm sitting here and I'm facing the front of the boat, I always can see it. I'll leave the link for the video that I actually, did this change up on so y'all can look at it. And I want to say, y'all, on this review that it was a slam dunk, 10 out of 10. And it was just that until just a couple of days ago. Actually, the last time I went fishing, just the other day, I just got through telling you about. And I'm going to go ahead and just say the only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that the other day, for the first time, I experienced these boats right here had actually loosened up, and I tried to just take a little tool and tighten them up, but it's more one of those cases where I'm gonna have to really like plug everything, pull the pull everything off the boat, and actually get a screwdriver or something like that in there and tighten that up the way I need to have needed to be. So I'm not really happy about that. It would have been a slam dunk, but I've been using it, even though I hadn't been lately, I fish a lot. You know what I'm saying? So the little break that I had, I probably, it probably didn't really diminish how much I used this fish, fish on this thing. But yeah, I could have did a better job with this cut up thing right here. That's ugly right there, but that's just cosmetic or whatever. But as far as like my actual how I like where it's located on the boat, it works perfect. It is perfect. Um, it suits me for why I sit down. It's not too much of a strain to, no matter which way I'm turning on the boat, I can see it easily. And I just recently added the screen protector, and I got the matte colored screen protector on it, which is a little bit dirty right now, but it also helps. You know what? Let me get my battery, plug it up, and I'll turn it on. Okay, just powering it up for you all to see. I can actually spin it around just a little bit where y'all can see. I keep it right in between the knobs that keep my trolling motor secured to my boat. So it's kind of like right in the center, and I just raise it all the way up. Just letting it load right now. But yeah, the upgrade that I did was I just really thought about, man, I don't have anything protecting my screen. And I was like, man, if I hit that screen somewhere, I don't want to tear it up. But yeah, I got this matte colored screen protected that I think it makes, according to the video, if I come back here and look, it was supposed to make the video look a little bit, excuse me, y'all. Yeah, it's supposed to make it where it's just a little bit clearer when I try to film something on it. One thing about this thing right here, the glass, it reflects a lot. So even though I got all these lights and stuff on in here and trying to light it up as best I can because it's dark, a lot of that stuff will reflect off and kind of make it hard for me to really kind of show, what I'm doing and everything. And but yeah, I love it in this location. It's been rock solid for me outside of these bolts right here, and I'm gonna come up with something to fix that right there. I'm definitely gonna come up with something. But yeah, if I zoom in right here, I can actually show you all a part of the lake that I fished the other day. That I didn't have any luck, but it's down on the lower end of Lake Kiwi. It's the very lower end of the lake. You can actually see some of my tracks right here. If I zoom in, you can actually see some of my tracks in which I fished in. And I didn't really fish, but I tried to fish really slow and efficient. But I didn't have any luck. Again, it's the part of the lake that I typically don't fish that much. I normally fish the upper part of the lake. I don't know. I got to change up that color code on the lake. I'm not real thrilled about that color code of the lake. But yeah, I typically fish. Man, y'all probably can't see none of that. But I typically fish this upper part of the lake. This upper part right here, not down here. So I was down here at the very bottom. It didn't go well. But all in all, this location on the Pelican Bass Raider, I'm glad that I did it because it works really, really well. Again, like when I'm getting in and out of the boat or whatever, I just take this thing right here and I lay it down. First, I take this off. I take off my actual screen, I pop it off and put it up and I lay it down. From that point right there, it's laying down, not really touching anything. So then I come right here with my with my trolling motor, and I just adjust it. You loosen this up where it comes up and down, and I just raise it, put it down like this right here. And once I lock it in right here, I tighten down on it, and I don't know if y'all can see that, that little space right there, but if you can see right here, there's a pretty good little gap right here. So while it's running down the road, yeah, it rocks a little bit, but it's plenty enough gap to where it can rock and see it's not even touching my hand. I'm not even gonna lie. It's worked out really well for me. Outside of those bolts, loosening on me and not really being something that I could just do a quick fix on without having to remove some of the base of the boat, my floor. I'm quite pleased with this. This is the cable that goes to the trolling motor. It pretty much stays out of the way, y'all. I got the trolling motor turned a certain way because for the demonstration, but typically it works really well. I mean, I like this idea right here. When I'm getting on into the boat, I'm just mindful of how I step on the boat, loading and getting off the boat, where I don't really step on anything, but I like it. If I had to give it a grade between 100 and a failing grade, I would probably put it right at about a 97. So yeah, just like I said, 97. It definitely passed the test. Um, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that figured out with the screws. I got a couple of ideas of how I'm gonna do that to make it work. So I'm gonna get that worked out. But I like my location that I got it at now, and I think I'm gonna keep it there for a while until I come up with something a little bit better. So yeah, that completes the review of where I got my Garmin fish finder located in my Pelican bass radar. Again, um, I'll leave a link to the video that I did the installation in that current position on the boat down in the description, and feel free to go check it out. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, and I'll holler at every last one of y'all on the next one.